Please join me in prayer. Gracious God, we ask for your blessing upon our students who are being honored today for their achievements. We celebrate their capacity for creativity, critical thinking, focused effort, and resilience. We're grateful that they and their families have entrusted Hanover's faculty and staff to engage them intellectually, morally, and spiritually. We thank you for their confidence to discover possibilities, to look to knowledge, and to discern what is right and good and just. Enable each of us to draw upon the wisdom and experience of this hard year, responding to the questions and concerns that tomorrow might bring. Support our student leaders today as they continue to make a difference in their world, and help them to lead lives worthy of the calling that each of them have received. It is in your holy name we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to this 84th Annual Honors Convocation of Hanover College. I especially want to welcome today the family and friends who join us at home, as well as our seniors here being recognized today. This is a great opportunity, the only opportunity that we have had this year in person to recognize the outstanding work of our students, and we are especially pleased to be here in person today. We will present today the most distinguished awards offered by Hanover College, and we're very excited for all of you to join us. I now invite Provost Carrie Adams to the podium to begin our presentations.
Thank you, Dr. Lambert. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's not so serious a ceremony, you can't say good afternoon. Welcome to the 84th Annual Honors Convocation at Hanover College, during which we will acknowledge the accomplishments of students across the disciplines of our college. In particular, those members of the class of 2021. A year ago, as I was preparing to come to Hanover, I watched the honors proceedings on YouTube, as perhaps many of you did. So I am so glad this year that we are able to have at least our honorees and a portion of our faculty here in person. And I offer a warm welcome to all of those friends and family who are joining us via live stream. We're so happy that you can share in this with us today. As we celebrate these students today, we also pause to acknowledge the many family members, faculty, staff, coaches, and friends who have supported and encouraged them. Some of these people are with us today in person or online, and all of them are with us in spirit. And also with us today are a number of friends of the college, benefactors who have made possible many of the awards because they believe that achievements and aspirations must be encouraged and celebrated. So a few quick notes about how we will proceed. As I announce each recipient's name, I ask that you make your way to the stairs to my right here. You'll come up and join Dr. Lambert on the podium. He will present you with your award. I'll be sharing a brief summary of your accomplishments, in most cases provided by your home department, so some of them you will recognize as being rather personal. And then after you have received your awards and pause for a photograph with President Lambert, then if you'll make your way down the stairs and back to your seat. I also want to direct everyone's attention to two things in the program. First, there's an insert that provides information about all of the named awards, many of which have been made possible through generous donations of faculty and staff and alumni of the college. And second, in the program you'll also find a listing of the Hanover College chapters of national academic honorary societies and the names of students belonging to those prestigious organizations. So with that, I'm very pleased to begin with our departmental awards. The first is the Distinguished Award in Art and Design. This year's award goes to Maya Zink. Maya's faculty describe her as a remarkable student, saying in her 3 years at Hanover, she has accomplished so much in addition to completing her degree requirements. She has transformed the second floor of CFA with several works of art on office and classroom doors, acquired funding to purchase a new kiln for the ceramic studio, conducted numerous painting workshops for the alumni office, created numerous logos and designs for academic clubs, student organizations, and the admissions office, worked 3 jobs while carrying a full-time load of classes, and served 2 years as president of the art club. She will be greatly missed in CFA and at Hanover College. Next, we have the Distinguished Award in Art History. This year, this award goes to Cecilia Smudzinski. Cecilia is an art history and anthropology double major. She also studied in Thailand for a semester and eventually wrote a senior thesis on the topic of the traveling Buddha icons in Thailand. After a successful academic career at Hanover, she will continue her graduate studies at Wichita State University. Congratulations, Cecilia. Our next award is the Mary Louise Griner Art Purchase Award. Mary Louise Griner, a Madison resident artist and friend of the college, established an endowed fund to support the annual purchase of the most outstanding artwork by a student based upon an all-college competition. There are 2 recipients of the Griner Art Purchase Award this year. The first is Addie Zimpelman for her work of digital photography titled Surreal Golden Eagle. The second is Maya Zink for her mixed media collage work titled Facades. The Abra Jade Highland Creative Writing Award is endowed by family and friends in memory of a Hanover student who was passionate about creative writing. Her parents hope this award will give other young writers the courage to believe in their own creativity and to share their stories. This year's recipient is Gabriel Radcliffe. Looks like Gabriel's not able to be with us today, but Gabriel's devotion to creative writing is known throughout Hanover's campus and beyond. His aesthetic commitment in working toward meaningful change within our society is both laudable and necessary, so we congratulate Gabriel. The Robert E. Bowers History Award is given to the outstanding history student as determined by the department. This year, the Bowers Award goes to 2 students. First, Emma Kate Mcmurtry. Emma kept a distinguished career in the history department with a splendid senior thesis exploring presidential rhetoric and leadership. The famous presidential addresses that she analyzed called on the American people to face hard choices and to do the right and not the easy thing in a crisis. The virtues that Emma Kate internalized in her study of these presidents will serve her well as she takes up the study of law at Penn State University. Second recipient of the Bowers History Award is Katarina Rexing. During her 4 years at Hanover College, History Department has witnessed Katarina's development from a giggly freshman who was eager to learn and always the first to arrive at class into a mature scholar who always asks deep, thought-provoking questions on every subject that she studies or encounters. Do you still eager to be the first one to show up in class? Okay, that's good. The Enos Prey Biology Award is given to the outstanding senior biology student, who this year is Katy Perry. Katy has been a fixture in the biology department since her freshman year and exemplifies what it means to be a biologist. She has excelled in her courses, challenged herself across the spectrum of biology curriculum, and conducted research both at Hanover and in a prestigious lab at the University of Tennessee. She has truly prepared herself well for a future in medicine. The Distinguished Award in Biochemistry goes to Sydney Amick. Sydney was raised just down the road in New Washington, Indiana, and has been an outstanding student her 4 years at Hanover College. She has worked hard from day one and continues to pursue learning to the end. Beyond being an exceptional student, Sydney is one of the most humble and polite students we've had at Hanover. Her hard work and diligence have been rewarded by acceptance into the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine program at Pikesville Medical College, where she will start this fall. The Distinguished Award in Philosophy goes again to two recipients this year. First, Anya Polito. Anya is a philosophy psychology double major from Lawrenceburg, Indiana. She is a careful and thoughtful reader of text, a critical and skeptical thinker, and a lucid and logical writer. On top of it all, the department is also grateful for her 3 years of service in the Learning Center, helping other students sharpen their skills in philosophical analysis and writing. Thank you, Anya. And our second recipient is Rosemary Kent. Her faculty describe Rosemary as witty, thoughtful, and philosophically adventurous. She is the perfect person to enlighten those not yet visible strands which connect Wendell Berry's homegrown Kentucky environmentalism with the cosmic metaphysics of Lao Tzu's Chinese Taoism. Next, we have the Dorothy S. Bucks Award in English, presented annually to the outstanding graduating senior in English, who this year is Abigail Anderson. Abigail brings her delight in literature, her thorough preparation, and her undying cheerfulness to every class meeting, and the English department honors her and will miss her. Also from the English department, we had the John Livingston Lowes Award in English, presented annually to the junior English major, whose work shows the most promise for a career in advanced research. This year's award goes to Annie Herman. Annie's analytical writing combines the wit and verbal playfulness of a poet with the probing and fierce readings of a born literary critic. Her English faculty stand in awe. The Geology Department presents this year's Distinguished Award in Geology to two students. First, Holden Shaffer. An exceptional student, Holden's unbridled enthusiasm for geology was an inspiration for those around him. In his short time at Hanover, Holden played vital roles reinvigorating the Geology Club and developing connections with the department's alumni base. His motivation, active participation in his major, and ever-cheerful attitude will be missed. The Geology Department's second distinguished award goes to Will Beadle. Will not able to be with us today, but I would note that he earned the top score on the senior comprehensive exam in geology this year. The Distinguished Award in Cultural Anthropology goes to Cecilia Smudzinski. Cecilia not only majored in cultural anthropology, but she completed a second major in art history and also minored in archaeology. Her love of culture and society extended to a semester abroad in Thailand, where she studied the language and peoples and culture there. Upon graduation, she is enrolling in a Master's of Science in Anthropology program, specializing in biological anthropology and archaeology, hoping to work in the future as either a forensic anthropologist or as a curator in a museum. The M. Honorul Hake International Studies Award goes to Abigail Soto. Abigail's love of international studies comes from her personal experiences growing up in a multicultural household, including the cultures of Japan, India, and East Africa, where she has traveled, worked, and carried out research. During her time at Hanover College, she has interned at the Kentucky Refugees Ministry and been chosen to represent Hanover at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point on U.S. Foreign Affairs. After graduation, she will apply to the Peace Corps and then plans to attend graduate school in Europe in either international politics or international development, after which she will pursue a career in the United States Foreign Service, hopefully in a Francophone culture. The Betsy Milligan Johnson BSP Achievement Award is named after one of the college's most involved alumna and recognizes a student in the Business Scholars Program who embodies her commitment to engagement. This year's award goes to Jordan Mcelroy. Jordan is a communication and business major with a 3.7 cumulative GPA. She has served as the president of the Student Senate Executive Board and also served as the student representative to Hanover's Board of Trustees. She's a member of Chi Omega sorority, where she has served in numerous leadership roles, has volunteered with Riley's Children's Hospital, and has studied abroad. Jordan interned last summer with Bell, Orr, Ayers, and Moore Law Firm. The Gerald R. Johnson Jr. Business Scholars Program Academic Excellence Award is named after Jerry Johnson, the late Hanover College trustee and former executive director of the Business Scholars Program. This year's award for academic excellence goes to Brett Luker. Brett is a double major in economics and business with a cumulative 4.0 GPA. Plays varsity football and was awarded by the student body as Hanover's Outstanding Male Scholar Athlete in 2019. He's a member of the Phi Delta Theta fraternity, where he is the academic chairperson, and has worked with ALS and Salvation Army Charities and interned last summer for Eli Lilly. The Distinguished Award in Computer Science goes to Celeste Hackman. Celeste will graduate with a minor in mathematics in addition to her major in computer science. For her senior project, she developed an Android app for writers called Just Write. Her app allows writers to set goals for writing projects and track progress and focused writing time. In addition to her fabulous problem-solving skills, Celeste also has a wealth of musical talent, which she has shared with the college from her very first year. She's been a member of the Hanover College Concert Choir and the Hanover College Chamber Singers for all 4 years, and has played violin in the Hanover College Orchestra for 3 years. After graduation, Celeste will be working as a software developer for General Motors. The Distinguished Award in Communication is given to Macy Franklin. Hardworking, reliable, and intelligent. 3 adjectives that her faculty say easily describe Macy. She excels at every task, big and small. Her critical thinking gifts allow her to ask insightful questions that regularly focus and elevate the quality of discourse, both in and out of the classroom. Over the past year, Macy has represented Hanover College as an active member of the prestigious National Millennial Community. As a member of that organization, Macy has led discussions about national issues from the perspective of a college student with executives from corporations, foundations, nonprofit organizations, and governmental agencies. The Distinguished Award in Economics goes to Tyler Ralston. Tyler has applied to several graduate schools and intends to pursue a PhD in economics. The Distinguished Award in Engineering is awarded to Ty Allen. Here are some comments from Ty's professors. He has made class an absolute joy. He has brought questions to class that were outside the box and had professors wondering about the answers themselves. His enthusiasm has made it quite rewarding, even if his questions have made some do extra homework at times. Ty is always willing to help his fellow students. He goes above and beyond. He's active in choir and his fraternity. He not only wants to get an A in the class, he wants to make sure he thoroughly understands the subject. For him, it's more than just the pursuit of a grade, it's the pursuit of knowledge. The Hilda M. Cordray Awards are presented to 2 senior majors in elementary education with the highest academic averages. This year, the student with the second highest average is Hannah Ireland. And the student with the highest average this year is Sheridan Moore. The Distinguished Award in Elementary Education this year goes to Madison Reynolds. Madison recently completed her student teaching clinical experience in Scott County School District 2 in Scottsburg, Indiana. Madison's creativity and commitment to her students, coupled with her strong academic performance, make her truly distinguished. The Distinguished Award in Secondary Education goes to Abigail Anderson. Abigail recently completed her student teaching clinical experience in Jefferson County Public Schools in Louisville. The Distinguished Award in Special Education goes to Erin Browning. Erin recently finished her student teaching clinical experience in Bartholomew County School Corporation in Columbus, Indiana. Erin is a dual licensed candidate pursuing secondary biology along with special education. Her commitment to students with special education needs alongside her strong academic performance make her truly distinguished. The Distinguished Award in Environmental Science is awarded to Kimmy Beerer. Kimmy exemplifies the true environmental biologist. Not only is she the quintessential Hanoverian, a worldly, generous, and kind young woman, but she has a passion for exploring the world's ecosystems and understanding the connections between humans and the rest of the living world. With a heart full of adventure and a mind that thinks beyond herself, Kimmy has developed as a person and a citizen of this beautiful planet we call home. The Distinguished Award in Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology goes to Ashley Swearingen. Ashley has served the college in many capacities while preparing for a future career in medicine. Her senior thesis has far-reaching implications for those suffering from metabolic diseases. She examined the impact of dietary fat and dietary fiber on the glycemic index so as to use this tool more effectively to help manage and control diabetes. Next year, she'll be taking a gap year to conduct medical research at the prestigious University of Louisville Price Institute under Hiram Polk. And then she will move on to either medical school or physician assistant school. Also receiving the Distinguished Award in Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology is Savannah Wong. Savannah is breaking new ground as a member of the Health Science program and among the first class of students to be accepted to Northern Kentucky University for the Accelerated Bachelor's of Science in Nursing partnership with Hanover College. She anticipates working as a nurse for a while to gain experience and then moving on to earning her advanced degree as a nurse practitioner. She's considering her options regarding fields of practice, but is leaning toward labor and delivery or possibly a career path in the neonatal intensive care unit. This year, the Distinguished Award in Political Science goes to Ashley Mull. From one of the best senior classes in our major's history to being the outstanding, or she went from being one of the best in our major's history to be the outstanding major. Her senior research paper explored voting security in contemporary elections. Ashley plans on attending law school next year and will choose between IUPUI Law School and IU Bloomington. The Distinguished Award in Theater is awarded to Tess Smith. Tess has used her time at Hanover not just to become an actor or just a technician or just a director, but a theater artist. Her work on stage as an excellent performer is matched by her work off stage, where she served on many crews for productions. While we missed having her on campus this year, she continues to find creative outlets in Evansville, and the department can't wait to see what she does next in drag, on stage, and behind the scenes. We're pleased to have two recipients this year of the Distinguished Award in Spanish. First is Sarah Graves. Sarah's majoring in Spanish and political science. She's worked with La Casa Latino Cultural Center at the University of Indiana Bloomington. She received the Vanderbilt University Leadership Alliance SREIP internship at the graduate school. She studied for 1 semester in Chile during the Estallido Social, or social outbreak, and she wrote her senior thesis on the immigration of indigenous Central American women to the United States. Second recipient is Savannah Pendleton. Although the pandemic kept her from traveling to Peru to conduct research, Savannah wrote an excellent independent study about the effects of colonialism on the practice of medicine in this Andean nation. Savannah has been an outstanding student in her Spanish major courses, and the Spanish faculty look forward to following her academic and professional achievements in the coming years. The Distinguished Award in German goes to Connor Trimborn. Connor unable to be here today, but Connor's enthusiasm for the German language and cultures made class time tutoring sessions with students and German club events fun and engaging, and the German program will not be the same without Connor. The Distinguished Award in Theological Studies is given to Hannah Crail. Hannah has combined her theological studies and biology major to create a vision of environmental and social justice for the world. The John B. Goodrich Prize in Oratory has been given for over 50 years to recognize significant oral or written public communication. This year's award goes to 2 students. First, Emma Kate Mcmurtry. Emma Kate has been especially strong in analyzing and pondering the ethical dimensions of communication, the centrality of effective public speaking, and media literacy. She has a strong focus on how her liberal arts education has prepared her for a career as a lawyer, and as we have already heard, next year she will attend Penn State University's law school. And the second recipient of the Goodrich Prize is Bree Morkel. Bree, also not able to be with us today, but after graduation, she plans to pursue opportunities in event planning and social media marketing. However, her quick wit, intelligence, and unrivaled talent for crafting creative email subject lines will make her an asset in any professional context, say her professors. Next, the Morse Mathematical Award is given to the student attaining the highest scholastic standing in mathematics. This year, that student is Aaron Stocksdale. In addition to excelling in academics, Aaron has been a valued member of the Hanover men's soccer team for 4 years. His coach, Matt Wilkerson, says, "If I had a son, I would want him to grow up to be the man that Aaron is." I heard some awes out there, and I echo that. The Dr. John E. Yarnell Mathematics Prize is given to the outstanding mathematics major. This year's award goes to Ben Givens. Ben enjoys reading, 3D printing, video games, and programming. He's currently working on a web app called Groups Unlimited in a project to aid students' understanding of group theory under the direction of Professor Rogers. And our second recipient of the Yarnell Prize this year is Erica West. Erica excels in all subjects that she studies, but perhaps her biggest strength is her logical reasoning skills, which will prove invaluable in her future plans in law. We can easily imagine her being an outstanding lawyer, promoting some much-needed mathematical honesty and justice to the world. The Ned Guthrie Chemistry Award is given to the chemistry major who has made the most significant contribution to the college in the current academic year. This year's award goes to Aaron Peterson. Aaron is many things: a musician, a talented chemist, an excellent mathematician, a reliable fraternity brother, a hair model, and the quickest Kroger cashier this side of the Mississippi. He can inexplicably put a smile on anyone's face, students and faculty alike, and he will be sorely missed on campus. It's with great pride that the chemistry department rewards Aaron for his academic excellence, hard work, and tremendous growth over the past 4 years. The most hotly anticipated decision of the spring is whether Aaron will be taking his talents to Indiana University or the University of Illinois to pursue a PhD in chemistry. I think whoever wrote that bio, I want to have them write my eulogy. The Keith and Gwen White Award for Graduate Study in Chemistry is awarded to an outstanding student of chemistry intending to pursue graduate study in the field or planning to enter medical school. This year's award goes to Brynn Durecki. Brynn came to Hanover knowing she was interested in the sciences, but quickly discovered her specific interest in chemistry. From Brynn's extensive work on multiple research projects to her living that boba life, it has always been easy for Brynn to get fired up about chemistry. She has also made substantial contributions to the department, from being an outstanding study group leader to helping in the chemical stockroom. Her passion for the subject and helpfulness will be missed. As she leaves Hanover, Brynn will be pursuing her Master's of Science in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology from the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. The Distinguished Award in Health and Movement Studies goes to Andrew Clegg. I don't see Andrew with us today, but Andrew achieved the highest cumulative and major GPA for all HMS majors. He was also a member of the Hanover College cross-country and track and field teams during his time here, and he will be returning next fall for his student teaching. The Distinguished Award in Medieval and Renaissance Studies again goes to two recipients. First, Addie Harris. Addie is a major in English and a double minor in History and Medieval Renaissance Studies, while also serving on the Hanover Historical Review Board. She completed a senior thesis in English entitled Will You Hear Me? Listening to Expressions of Female Desire in Early Modern Tragedies, and has been accepted into graduate programs in English at the University of Virginia and Boston College. Sharing this distinguished award this year is Katarina Rexing. Katarina is a double major in English and History with a minor in Medieval Renaissance Studies. She completed her senior thesis in History entitled Pagan Ritual, Demons, and Witchcraft, Transformation Throughout the Middle Ages, circa 500 to circa 1500. She also served on the Hanover Historical Review Board. Two students also will share the Distinguished Award in Gender Studies. First, Noah Joyce. Noah has been a great advocate for the LGBTQ plus community. They have worked to make Hanover a more inclusive place in terms of housing and bathroom accessibility. In addition, they have led the LGBTQ plus Center this year as it faces many changes in the future. Noah will continue to work for social justice causes after they leave Hanover. This award also goes to Samantha Gruno. Samantha has been a model leader of Love Out Loud. She is going on to graduate school, and her senior thesis in gender studies assessed movements to address HIV/AIDS in Atlanta, Georgia. Her work and her activism always take into account the local and the global. And another award, which will be shared by two deserving recipients, the Fleming Physics Award. First goes to Ty Allen. One of Ty's professors says that his unbridled enthusiasm and curiosity have made him a joy to accompany during his time at Hanover. And here the person says they will purposely avoid the word teach, as the process has felt really more like a 4-year-long discussion. Furthermore, Ty's peers laud him as an invaluable resource, whether in the Learning Center, in class, or when volunteering in astronomy lab. Also receiving the Fleming Physics Award is Isaac Ball. Isaac, again, not able to join us, but his professors describe him as the embodiment of grit. His work ethic and attention to detail, even in the most seemingly mundane tasks, always result in products of the highest caliber. Next, we have the George A. and Sarah O. Zirkle Award in Psychology. This award is given to the outstanding senior student of psychology as determined by the department. And this year's award goes to Anya Polito. Anya has impressed her faculty with her keen intellect and active participation in classes. She always improves the discussion of every class she attends and elevated the rest of the students in the class. Her senior research project is investigating the duration of emotional responses after recalling either a positive or negative emotional event. She's been accepted to Ball State in clinical mental health counseling. This is not surprising when you consider not only her outstanding academic record, but also her ability to save the university money by using her remarkable costume designing skills to make her own hood and gown. We have another shared award for the Distinguished Award in Psychology. First, Tyler Ralston. As we know, Tyler is double majoring in psychology and economics. He excels in all of his classwork, and his work is really a pleasure to read. His senior research project is at the intersection of economics and psychology, using the classic game theory task of the prisoner's dilemma to examine the connection of attitudes about cooperation, how it is related to actual behavior in this task. Tyler is applying to a graduate program in behavior economics in either a psychology or economics graduate program. Also being recognized by the Department of Psychology is Mayavelli Bocas. Mayavelli is well known on campus for her work in admissions and many other groups. She has played an important role in revitalizing the Psychology Club. In the classroom, she displays a lively intelligence and a deep curiosity about any topic she is studying. Out of the classroom, she has been active in assisting her professors in their research. Her senior project is an archival study focused on if there is really more burnout among students labeled as gifted than not. The A. Glenn Mower Jr. Pre-Law Award is awarded to the senior intending to pursue the study of law, who best exemplifies the qualities of integrity, sensitivity to the needs and concerns of individuals, commitment to public service, and intellectual capacity for the study and practice of law. This year's recipient is Emma Kate Mcmurtry. I've already shared with you that Emma Kate plans to attend Penn State University for law school. I didn't tell you yet that she was actually admitted to 5 law schools and has been admitted to Penn State University on a full ride Faculty Scholar Award. The Charles and Dorothy Lynn English Prize is given annually for the best paper submitted on any subject in connection with the regularly assigned work in any junior or senior course. Dr. Willis T. Gatch established this prize in the hope of stimulating English proficiency in all academic disciplines. Papers must be nominated by the faculty member to whom they were originally submitted. This year's Lynn Prize recipient is Danny Hodgen for a paper. It's okay. For her paper entitled Setha, Mother or Monster. The Philip R. Taylor Award for Student Publishing is endowed by family and friends in honor and memory of the late Philip Taylor, a history major in the class of 2000. The award supports a Hanover student in the publication or presentation of a senior thesis project. Members of Philip's family are in attendance today as we present this year's award to Katarina Rexing. Katarina receives this award for her senior thesis entitled, as we have noted already, Pagan Ritual, Demons, and Witchcraft, Transformation Throughout the Middle Ages. She presented her thesis and findings at the Ball State University Student History Conference last month. The Edward J. Hamilton Essay Prize is given for the two best essays on any problem of ethics. It is open to students who have studied ethics. There are two students honored today by the Hamilton Essay Prize. First place goes to Noah Joyce's final paper for Theology 222, Medical Ethics. And second place goes to Abigail Soto's paper entitled Arguments in Defense of Physician-Assisted Suicide. Next, we have the Dennis Kovner Award. Dennis Kovner, a 1976 Hanover College graduate with a major in history, served as the college archivist and reference librarian from 1989 until his untimely death in 1997. The award named for him recognizes the junior or senior student who best exemplifies his love for the college and its history and traditions, his service on behalf of the college and the community, and his exemplary work ethic. Dennis's parents are here today as we honor this year's recipient. And that person is Tad Kaufman. One of Tad's nominators described Tad as easily one of the top 3 students they have ever had the joy and privilege to meet and work with at Hanover. Tad is a Benjamin Templeton Scholar, a social justice advocate, and a leader in the LGBTQ+ community. Combines a fierce intellect with inclusive curiosity, a generous spirit, and extraordinary communication abilities. During his time at Hanover, he studied abroad in Chile and earned a Gilman Scholarship, scholarships from USAC, and a Leadership Alliance summer research internship at Brown University. The Alpha Lambda Delta Award is Alpha Lambda Delta is a national honor society which honors academic excellence during a student's first year at college. Students who achieve a 3.5 grade point average during their freshman year are invited to join. Every year at Honors Convocation, the society also recognizes the senior member who has attained the highest grade point average within the membership. In honor of the founding member, Maria Leonard, National Alpha Lambda Delta this year presents its Senior Book Award for Sustained Academic Excellence at Hanover to Sydney Amick. We still have a few student awards to present, but before continuing with that part of the program, it's my great pleasure to take a moment here to announce 2 awards for I've been up here a long time. 2 awards for distinction among members of our own faculty. There are 2 awards. One is given for outstanding teaching and one for research and creative activity. Let me tell you just briefly about each of those awards. The Arthur and Eileen Bynum Award for Outstanding Teaching has been presented annually since 1969 to a member of the Hanover College faculty who best exemplifies the level of teaching and the commitment to students that characterizes this faculty as a whole. All full-time faculty members who have entered at least their 4th year at Hanover and who have not received the award in the previous 4 years are eligible. Each year, Student Senate selects 16 students who meet in February to nominate the 5 faculty members they consider most deserving of this recognition. Once selected, a ballot of 5 names is sent to the members of the 2 most recent graduating classes, and their votes determine the award. Now, before proceeding to the individual award, I want to take, if you'll indulge me, a moment to ask all of our faculty to stand and be recognized for all of their hard work and contributions to your success. Now, for the faculty in the room and others who have been to the ceremony before, I'm told that Dr. Job, my predecessor, used this as an opportunity to build suspense. So if you're looking for suspense this year, you're not going to get it, because I'm going to tell you who it is first and then tell you all about the person. The recipient of the 2021 Arthur and Eileen Bynum Outstanding Teacher Award is Mandy Wu, Associate Professor of Art History. As President Lambert is congratulating Dr. Wu, let me say a few words about her. Students describe Dr. Wu as patient, kind, and always making time for her students, a deeply caring professor who elevates her students' learning through class engagement. When COVID-19 disrupted normal classes, she embraced the opportunity to live stream her classes, to integrate digital interactions for all of her students, and to work hard to ensure each remote student stayed engaged. One of her colleagues remarked to me recently, anytime I can have Mandy involved in a conversation about teaching, I come away a better teacher. This is a professor whose impact reaches far beyond the students in her own department. In the nominating session, there were no students majoring in her field of art history, yet all of the students who had been in any of Dr. Wu's several introductory art history classes shared a collective "she is so deserving" moment as soon as her name rose to the list of finalists. And students who had never had her in class knew her reputation as a caring and knowledgeable professor. Please join me again in recognizing Dr. Wu, this year's recipient of the Bynum Outstanding Teacher Award. I'm now pleased to recognize a Hanover College faculty member for excellence in scholarship or creative activities. The first such award went in 2011 to Professor Darrell Carnes, a 23-year member of the biology department who was known regionally, nationally, and internationally for a lifetime of fieldwork that frequently included Hanover students. And today the award continues to honor Professor Carnes. The Carnes Award goes to a faculty member demonstrating the sustained habit of significant contributions to one's field or discipline, as evidenced by such distinctions as peer-reviewed scholarship, conference presentations, juried artistic exhibitions, or public performances. Selections begin with nominations by one's colleagues, followed by a review and ranking of candidates by academic deans and provosts at fellow liberal arts institutions, all of whom assured me this year that the field of candidates presented them with very difficult and deserving choices. This year's recipient of the Darrell R. Carnes Award for Scholarly and Creative Activity is Dominic Battles, Professor of English. Dr. Battles exemplifies how not only classroom instruction, but also faculty research and the dissemination of that research fulfills a critical aspect of the institutional mission, to demonstrate a commitment to the public good. Her scholarship focuses on the popular literature of the Middle Ages. For the past 15 years or so, she has written extensively about cultural identity in the popular literature of medieval England. Her work is multidisciplinary, drawing on literature, history, architecture, hagiography, and archaeology. In her career so far, Dr. Battles has published 2 books and 18 scholarly articles, in addition to her numerous conference presentations, book reviews, and other activities. And just this week, I learned that her most recent publications, a 2-article sequence in the leading journal Studies in Philology, has been recognized as that publication's best article in 2020. So again, congratulations, Professor English. Now I'd like to welcome President Lambert back to the podium to present the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award.
Algernon Sidney Sullivan was born and raised in nearby Madison, attended Hanover College as a student, and went on to a distinguished career as an attorney in New York City. Today, the international law firm of Sullivan and Cromwell still bears his name. Upon his death in 1887, Algernon Sidney Sullivan was so well regarded by his character and service to others that courts of law in New York adjourned for the day in his honor. After his death, a group of friends and admirers created the Sullivan Foundation to honor him. The foundation formed a network of colleges and universities that support service learning, social entrepreneurship, and community engagement, allowing each of those schools to identify 2 students who best embody the spirit, character, and service of Algernon Sidney Sullivan. These students join an incredible group of award recipients, including First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, television icon Fred Rogers, and Supreme Court Justice Lewis Powell. This year, I am pleased to present the Sullivan Awards. The Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award goes to 2 recipients, Leo Carnicelli and Noah Joyce. Noah is a gender studies major who has worked throughout their time at Hanover to push the HC community to be more inclusive. While they think about many aspects of intersectionality in their coursework, Noah has worked hard as an RA, worked to establish LGBTQ plus housing, and has also worked to make Hanover's all-gender bathrooms more accessible. They work to run the LGBTQ Center, and they spend a lot of time there mentoring younger students about how to navigate Hanover. Noah is now working to help get the center moved to a better location. Leo Carnicelli is a very active, outspoken advocate on campus with a strong track record of volunteering on campus and in Indianapolis. He started the Red Cross Panthers, strengthened LSU and Latin Rhythms, runs the food pantry, and always serves fellow Hanoverians. He holds himself and all of us to very high standards and is a tireless advocate for social justice and community service. He is an exemplar of the way students can make a difference while at Hanover and beyond. I now invite Dr. DeJuan Lee to the podium to award the Henry C. Long Citation.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor for me to present the John Finley Crowe and Henry Long Citations for Excellence along with our Provost, Dr. Carrie Adams. But before we make the presentation, I'd like to quickly share information about the awards and the selection process. The Henry Long Citation for Scholarship and General Excellence was first awarded in 1947 at the first honors convocation when Long College for Women became an integral part of Hanover College. In 1978, 31 years after its founding, Long College for Women officially merged with Hanover College. The former Women's College is commemorated annually with the awarding of the Long Citation presented to the outstanding graduating senior based on their scholarship, leadership, character, world-mindedness, interpersonal skills and understanding, and a general quality of campus citizenship. The John Finley Crowe Citation for Scholarship and General Excellence was established by vote of the faculty in 1955. Named for the college's founder, the citation recognizes an outstanding graduating senior on the basis of excellence in the areas of character, scholarship, leadership, and social responsibility. As such, it honors an individual deemed to be exemplary across the full range of characteristics, habits, and actions that are valued by the college. That honor is bestowed publicly and prominently for today and future days as is fitting for the truly exemplary. As part of the selection process for each award, each year, the senior committee identifies an initial list of about 50 nominees. The nominees are asked to submit their resume and accomplishments, which are shared with the faculty committee. The list is then narrowed down to a short list of finalists. The final list is shared by ballot with the faculty, and from that ballot emerges the highest vote recipients. The president, academic dean, and dean of students then make the final selection of the recipients of these two awards. I will present the Henry C. Long Citation, and Dr. Adams will follow with the John Finley Crowe. This year's recipient of the Henry Long Citation for Scholarship and General Excellence, presented based on scholarship, leadership, character, world-mindedness, social skills and understanding, and the general quality of campus citizenship is Brynn Durecki. Brynn is a chemistry major, and Brynn has been very active on campus and has fully embodied the characteristics of the Henry C. Long Citation. Brynn has served as president of Panthers Making a Difference, an organization that connects students with volunteer opportunities at King's Daughters Hospital. Through her work with PMAD, Panthers Making a Difference, Brynn has also teamed up with Hanover College's Mentors for Kids program to educate elementary age students about health and science. Brynn is also a member of Earthwide Outreach by Students, and as a part of this organization, Brynn served in both the local community and abroad in Guatemala and Costa Rica. Brynn has also served as a volunteer in the Resurrection Lutheran Church Food Pantry. In addition to our student involvement activities, Brynn was accepted into the Medical Scholarship Program for winter 2020. Brynn was also the recipient of a translation grant where she translates plays written in the 17th century by Pedro Calderón de la Barca under the leadership of Dr. Alejandra Juno Rodriguez Villar. And in 2019, Brynn was selected to be a summer research fellow in Hanover's chemistry department. Ladies and gentlemen, again, the 2021 Henry C. Long Citation recipient, Brynn Durecki. And now, Dr. Adams.
So it's my pleasure to present the John Finley Crowe Citation for Scholarship and General Excellence. This award goes to Emma Kate Mcmurtry. I have to look to see what I haven't told you about Emma Kate already. As you know, she's majoring in history with a minor in communication. She has earned Dean's List honors for 7 consecutive terms. She completed 4 years as a member of Hanover's golf team, and each season earned all academic honors from the Heartland Conference. She has served as an officer for several organizations, including Chi Omega, Panhellenic Council, Lilly Scholars Network, and Student Athletic Advisory Board. She was also senior editor of the Hanover Historical Review and a student representative on the Faculty Evaluation Committee, as well as a member of the Catholic Student Organization and Hanover College Dance Marathon. Where are you going to law school again? Penn State. Everybody knows now. That's good. I don't know about the rest of you, but I think this has been a whole lot of fun. It really is my very deep honor and pleasure to be able to congratulate you on behalf of the college and your faculty and staff here at Hanover. That does conclude our program. Can we recognize just one more time, I know your hands are tired, but one more big round of applause for all of our honorees. Now, as we dismiss, we will have a recessional. The faculty and platform party will exit first, and then the faculty marshals will dismiss the students to recess behind us. And there is no reception this afternoon, but I expect that many of us may gather in the lawn outside to congratulate you personally. Thank you again. Congratulations, everyone.